So we're starting to see a lot of golfers now have hybrid clubs in their bag, and for a lot of people they're still not quite sure when they should use them, when they're allowed to use them, when they shouldn't use them, what's going to work best for them. And I think the decision for a lot of golfers comes down to whether they should be using a fairway wood, a traditional sort of 3 or 5 wood, whether they should be using a long iron, a 2 iron, 3 iron, 4 iron, something of that nature, or whether they should be using a hybrid club. And again, there is no necessarily sort of right or wrong answer here, because different golfers have different skill levels, different competency levels, and they're going to have different confidence in using the right shot. But I think for a lot of golfers, it's that fear of when they should or when they shouldn't, and if they're allowed to. So what I would suggest you do is actually just test a few different things out. So test a few fairway woods, a few hybrid clubs, and a few long irons from your set, and work out where you're most comfortable. Generally speaking, the fairway woods, the 3 and the 5 wood, they're going to have much longer shafts, potentially less loft. Now that's going to work on hitting the golf ball quite a long way, but it can feel a little bit like it lacks control, particularly if the lie isn't very good. So your fairway woods, extra distance, but maybe lacking a bit of control. Now if we drop down to the longer irons, the irons generally have a shorter shaft, maybe even a slightly heavier shaft, generally going to be steel rather than graphite. They're going to have not a great deal of loft, and certainly a head that isn't designed to hit the ball very high. So your long irons are going to be relatively short shafted in compared to a hybrid or a fairway wood. They're going to hit the ball relatively low with a little bit less backspin, so maybe getting lower penetration, more rolling. Great if you need to hit it under the wind and hit it a long way. Then the hybrid club kind of has that middle ground. It has a mixture of the length of the fairway woods, but the control of the irons, but with an added little bit of height. So a hybrid golf club, medium length in flight as well, but a nice high shot and quite a forgiving head. So plenty of opportunities to use these, either from the semi-rough, if the lie isn't great, from the fairway when the ball's sitting down a little bit, quite useful as well. Par 3s where you've got the ball up on a little tee peg and you want to fly the ball high into a par 3 green. And you can even chip with these hybrid clubs from around the green. But I think the thing is, don't be fearful of using them, and experiment for when a hybrid club is better for you than a fairway wood or a long iron.